Brian Clausen truly lived the dream that every single one of us hopes for. He got to do what he loves, anytime he wanted to, any place he wanted to, in any kind of car he wanted to. He traveled the world with his fiancee Lauren and his two dogs Chevy and Stuart. George Will once said that sports serve society by providing vivid examples of excellence. Brian Clausen epitomizes that statement. He's a two-time USAC Sprint National Champion, as well as a two-time USAC Midget National Champion. He raced in the Indy 500 three separate times, including just this year, in which he led for 3 laps, ultimately finishing 23rd. He won the Chili Bowl in 2014 and the prestigious Belleville National Midget Race 3 separate times. A few days after competing in the Indianapolis 500 this year, Brian was on the USAC Eastern Storm Tour, racing here in central Pennsylvania on all of our local tracks. I had the pleasure of going to Lincoln Speedway in June to witness one of Brian's victories. It was a classic Brian win, which he started 6th, worked his way to the front quickly, and left everybody in the dust. The man was a wheelman. There wasn't a vehicle he couldn't drive. It was truly an honor to watch somebody with that skill and caliber. Brian was in the midst of something he was calling circular insanity, or chasing 200. His goal was to race 200 races in one calendar year, which is unheard of. Most drivers don't even come close to 100, and he was attempting 200. Brian made it to race number 117 before ultimately losing his life in an accident this past Saturday at Belleville Speedway in Kansas. Fellow drivers around the world, fellow commentators, reporters have had nothing but positive things to state about Brian Clausen. Not just his driving ability, that's well known. What they speak about is the character of the man, the quality of life he was living, and the support that he received from everybody. He truly loved his fans and took his time to speak to them whenever he had a chance, and he never turned anyone away. I only wish I'd gotten a chance to speak with him at Lincoln Speedway. The last thing Brian was able to do before he left the earth was save the lives of 5 other people. Brian was an organ donor. 5 other families will get their loved ones because of his sacrifice. Brady Bacon's friend, Brian Clausen's friend Brady Bacon, summed it up best when talking about Brian and his tragedy. Brady Bacon said, "It's not a surprise that he beat us to the finish line. We only wished that the race would have lasted longer. Thank you, Brian, for all the talent you displayed, the kindness in your heart, and the joy you brought millions of fans across the racing world. May you rest in peace."